We're at the REACH conference today in London. I'm with CJ and Anton, who are visiting. What do you think of today, guys?
Well, to be honest with you, I've really enjoyed myself. I mean, obviously, there's been quite a few inspirational talkers, you know, especially the role model one this morning, the role model seminar. That was really, really inspirational for me because obviously it was talking about how it's such a vague concept, what is a role model, and it made me in particular, Anton said the same thing, like think actually what is a role model, because we use the term so much, and when you've actually got 20 inspirational people, you know, making you think about why you should be, you know, what you should do with your life, etc., and trying to do something positive, it's really giving you food for thought. So.
What about yourself? You've been out into some of the breakout groups, I understand, as well.
Yeah, you know, I enjoyed the week. We've only been to one workshop so far, but I really enjoyed the 20 role model thing, and I just thought it was good the fact that all 20 role models had different career paths, and from like the firefighter.
Yeah, it's quite diverse.
Very diverse, because there's some I was just like I didn't expect, and it's good just to show that, because it just shows that, like, you know, it doesn't matter what, you don't have to be a CEO of Barclays Capital to you know, to be a role model. You know, you just have to be the best at what you are, I suppose.
Exactly. So, and they've all come from, as well, I mean, one of the things that I found interesting is that they all said none of them have had easy lives, or any of them have had like, or been spoon-fed. They've had to work hard, and obviously for me that makes me think, okay, good, like, not everyone's life is easy. You've got to work for whatever you want to become. You've got to work for it. So
clearly you've been inspired, and for those young guys who might perhaps not be so fortunate as you, and who might perhaps look to celebrities, rappers as role models, what would you have to say to them after everything you've seen today and your experience?
Well, personally, what I'd say is education is very important. One thing I've always been taught from both of my parents is, you know, it's good to have a dream, chase your dream, but get education out the way first, because the society we live in, it's fundamental to have something you can fall back on, you know, and I think that's the most important factor. You can graduate from uni or finish college, and as long as you've got that to fall back on, you can do whatever you want after. That's the upbringing I've always had. So
education is very important, but I feel like education, you know, we're all sort of taught from a young age to sort of work for someone else or something like that. That's my personal opinion, and I feel like you shouldn't just stop there when you leave education. You shouldn't just fall into a slot of, you know, 9 to 5 somewhere, you know, just stop there. I think you should always aim higher. You know, that's what, because at the end of the day, when you've left university, for example, you've got your education, and you can then, once you've got that, no one can take that away from you, no one can take your degree away from you, and you can start things up yourself. You can aim to own your own company, you know, do what you want to do, and if it doesn't work out, which it shouldn't, it should work, you know, if you try, you know, whatever you want, it should work out, that you've got your degree, and you can fall back on it, you can, you know, that's the main thing, you know, because if you don't have your education behind you, then you are sort of in a dead-end situation.
Yes.
Well, you two are clearly graduates, correct?
Yeah,
and for what about those people who are not as academic as you, perhaps, you know, what do you think the practical suggestions from you might be to help those? Because not everybody is academic.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I think personally, the most important thing in life in general is work ethic. I mean, if you don't want to go down the educational route, fair enough, but you have to work hard for whatever you want in life. Even if it means you've got a retail job, work hard at it, maybe climb your way up that. But work ethic for me is the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just as long as you're positive in life, you know, as long as you're just being positive, like I was speaking to someone earlier, you know, as long as you're not going down a bad path of hanging around with bad people who are going nowhere, involved in drugs, crime, then there's nothing bad in, you know, it's not the end of the world totally if you're not that education, like that, you know, academic. Just to make sure that you try your best and you always, you know, you aim to be the best at what you do, you know.
So after today, do you feel a little bit inspired to become a role model, perhaps?
Very much.
Yeah, why not? I mean, definitely. I think, to be honest, I don't know if I'm that special.
We've all got something to offer, I'm sure.
Well, maybe I do, but I just feel like, maybe, you know, I'd love to maybe give some sort of advice to younger people, just to keep working hard, keep aiming high, And the idea of being like a leader of some sort of inspirational figure, it does definitely attract me. It does appeal to me. So.
And you?
Yeah, definitely. After today, I'm so inspired. Like, I wanna do something really, really big, and I just want people to like look at me one day and just be like, he's come from that point to that point, and he's done really well. And I want at least one person to look up to me. If I can just touch one heart, one soul,
Say that. If you can change, if you can make a difference in one person's life, then obviously, I think that is a really good thing. That's a really positive thing.
Well, CJ and Anton, I'm sure you'll be very successful. Thanks for talking to me,
That is very kind of you, Samina.
Thank you,
very
Samina.
kind of you.